It's nice to be the same family doing the same thing in the same place for 130 years. So it's some history like, and we still have stayed small because our motto has always been small is beautiful. When things get bigger, quality moves out of it and the idea of making money becomes a bigger part of it because you've more people working and you've more overheads and it becomes a whole different engine. So that's why we love small family businesses and we only leave our money with family. We use what they call a T65 flour and I need 850 grams of that. So baking is a lovely occupation or way of making a living because it's very fulfilling. It's only as good as the passion you put into it when you're making it. Okay, I have 25 grams of salt here, which goes in. 9 grams of sugar, which I weighed off earlier. And I need 300 mils of water. I'll get the 300 mils of water, but now I'll go sugar and salt and mils of water. I need 600 grams of sourdough. I was the only one that I suppose was interested in taking over the bakery. So I didn't marry my husband until 1993. He came and worked in the bakery with me and I really believed that the bakery wouldn't be here now only for Joe because he brought in marketing skills and things to help it in a different way. So that basically is the sourdough. You'll see it going into the oven later on in the evening. We got so many congratulations and we got cards in from people and telephone calls that my husband decided, or I said to Joe, do you know, I said, is there something we could do for Cappoquin that they're so proud of us and there has been so much goodwill and good wishes to us because of that. Well, sadly we had lost our secondary school that year. We also lost a bank in Cappoquin. So this was, it was a breath of fresh air to hear something good about Cappoquin, that this was life and new life into it. So I said, I wonder, is there a seed that we could plant that it would be like an acorn, and out of acorns great things grow. And out of that grew the Cornerstone Carnival, which is an annual thing, and it went from strength to strength. It was a fascinating event in Cappoquin that year, and it grew out of the award-winning bread of BARRON's, and it's still going today. It's run voluntary by lots of people in the community, and there's never any money wanted. It is all done voluntary. The people just coming, what can I do? What will I do? And it's gone on. So we're very proud of that. And I mean, this is the wonderful thing about the farmers market. It is the comeback to the community, because when you come to the farmers market, they're not rushing. It's a different environment to shopping than anywhere else, and they're supporting the local people. It's the people you meet, no matter where you go. If you go to Hong Kong, or you go to Taiwan, or you go to New York, or you come to Cappoquin, it's the people you meet that makes your holidays, because there's beautiful mountains in every country, there's beautiful castles in lots of places, and beautiful rivers and beautiful scenery, and the whole of the world is one beautiful place, and that's lovely. But it's the people you meet that makes life. And that's my philosophy in life, and it has worked for me, so I'm promoting it.
Well, the bakery started in 1887 by my grandfather, who returned back from New York. His plan in life was not to continue his profession as a trained baker, but to go to New York where there was new opportunities. And his wife's family had a business there and he got a job there. But sadly, his wife was going with him, but she was with child before he left. And once she had the baby, she decided she was staying in Ireland. So he came back and they started baking bread on the square in Cappoquin, in the current premises. And it's there since 1887, baking bread by the BARRON family. After him, my father Joe took it over, and he took it over in the 30s. And then he got married in 1942, and he had 5 daughters, and I was the youngest, and all my sisters worked in the bakery. They liked it, but they all got married in their early 20s and had their families, and I was the career lady. I came and I did my profession is I'm a domestic science teacher, and I came home, which is all about baking and cooking. So I came home and learned the trade from my father and from my sister, the confectionery, and I carried it on from 1980 to 93. And then my husband, Joe Prendergast, joined me, and he brought a lot of marketing skills. His profession, his background, he's a Bachelor of Agriculture, and he loves the organic. He's big into biodynamic agriculture, but he enjoyed making good bread, and he enjoyed what I was doing, and I needed his expertise in the bakery, and now Joe is running the bakery effectively. And we expanded the purchasing base. We came into the big market town, which is where we are now in Dungarvan, and that is just a 20-minute drive from Cappoquin, but that's where you had the higher population. So Joe started coming in here with our bread, which we hadn't done up to 1993. Joe did that, so he broadened the customer base for the bakery.